Excuse me. Excuse me. You're listening to WRFB, Radio Free Britannia. Ain't no other freaking better place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, lunch with no other than the dynamic duo of Laz and Jack.
Greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to.
That's right. Bringing you our own brand of news right here inside Shroud Avatar for your viewing and listening pleasure. Welcome to today's show, boys and girls. It is Wednesday, April 18th, 2018. April 18th, 2018. Let's get that right.
I
can't even read that off the screen.
You're just prepping for 420, aren't you?
I'm telling you, we're getting all ready.
You're prepping for 420.
We're ready. Don't worry about that. It's always 420 around here. But anyway,
it is for Laz.
How's everybody doing today? That's right.
It's not for Jack. It's never 420 for Jack.
Jack doesn't do anything.
Poor Jack. Yeah,
Jack. Right.
Jack only drinks socially, and Jack doesn't do a lot. So,
yeah, Jack goes out to the fair.
He's pretty much a teetotaler or of some sort.
Now,
did you do your taxes yesterday?
No, I told you. I sent mine in. I'm not like you, the slackers. Right? I'm on top of that shit, man.
I had to file an extension last night because
I know
somebody forgot their EIN, and that paperwork's in a friend of mine's garage right now. So I couldn't do my own taxes.
And you got one big deposit too. That's it.
You know that one big deposit's gonna pay everything. And
big deposit.
Yeah.
Computer, stop.
So
always forget to stop that thing.
What do we have on the plate today? I know we have stand-up corner. We also have
Dippy Bird
questions.
Got a little update out there. We got questions.
Yeah,
absolutely.
We got fun stuff for people, man.
We got all sorts of fun stuff. We got
Lily. We've got Lily playing around with the paper that's beside my desk because I don't have any surface space on my desk.
You need to get yourself a laser pointer. This way,
I actually have 3 of those. Green
be like right there on my desk. I tell you,
green, blue, and red. Which
multicolor.
Yeah, 3 different ones. Yeah, well, the green laser is actually really good for like looking at stars and pointing things out. So the blue, I don't know what that's good for, but the green one is really good for that. So
don't be eating water. Yeah, don't be pointing that stuff in the sky, man. You get arrested for that shit.
I point it in the sky all the time at stars as I'm trying to like align things and do other weird things with my telescope.
Make sure there's no aircraft in the area.
It's all good. I'm gonna say no.
There's a conversation out there about the Gold Dakota exchange or the Kodo exchange. Have you seen that one?
No, I haven't. But it's one where it's like that's people that don't realize that like Gold Dakotas, it really shouldn't ever top 3,500.
Gold Dakotas.
But
actually, at one point, you were able to change the different Kodos into gold Kodos. You could take like 2 meteoric and turn them into a gold Kodo.
Wait, why would you? You could do that? Why would you do that?
Again, well, it starts off with. Let me give you a link here. I want to look at this real quick, and I want to find out what whether this guy's onto something or whether.
Well, the thing is, you can get the other Kodos just while you're out in the world doing stuff.
You can get gold Kodos. Well,
Yes, but most of the time you get the non-gold. Not to mention if you're making or if you want to buy those potions you have to exchange your gold kodo for
one of those specific
ones.
That's
exactly what he originally starts talking about. Was at least I thought, and he goes into the differences. Make 1 gold kodo, 10 copper, and he goes into a breakdown like coins would be. And then the conversation shifts. But the second shifts the conversation.
But at the same time, it's like he's making a suggestion,
right? But if you follow on to this, you'll see that we at one point you were able to take these other kodos and get paid regular gold.
See, I've never done that just because it's like it's actually easier to go ahead and go purchase those obsidian potions, or if you go to one of the kodo vendors, they take all the kodos.
Well, no, that's not actually true.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, you can put in orders for any kind of kodo you want.
Yeah, from the kodo vendor, they accept any kind of kodo.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So when I go to buy my new Gothic Inn and I've got 100 meteor kodos, he's going to take 100 meteor kodos?
Yeah, I mean, are you saying that we need to actually go take a quick run down to the damn kodo vendor so that way I can say, yes, they will?
Yeah, you're going to spend a different kodo?
Yeah. Well, if I had one. Do I have any kodos? I only have 10 gold on me, so...
Let's not go there, but
now,
this is what I wanted to discuss. Initially, when we got the obsidian potions, because of the way they handled cash, money, and transactions, they created these different kind of kodos. So you had to take a gold kodo, buy a copper kodo, buy a potion. But now that we're getting rid of the store credit and we're just buying the kodo in store, finding them in game, does it make sense to have that secondary kodo vendor selling for those kodos?
Well, the entire premise of the different colored kodos is always asinine. But if they make the different ones just drop only and the gold kodos come from stores, but the merchant still accepts different colored kodos.
Right, but what I'm talking about is the premise having to still take a gold kodo, go to a vendor, buy the different kodos, then go to yet another vendor to buy the potions. Why don't we just take that middle vendor altogether now that we've gotten rid of the other problem, is what I'm saying. They originally did this to circumvent the cash problem.
There's always going to be a cash problem, but that's beside the point.
You don't get it, do you?
No, I don't get where you're going with this, because
why should we have to go to the other vendor that they created 2 years to buy those different kodos now just to buy potions? Why don't we get rid of that vendor so we can just buy the potions direct? Is what doesn't make sense to have.
That's the change of the store. So go ahead and just go make that suggestion, and maybe they'll do it and just remove all the different colored kodos, and because the kodo vendor for buying like gear already accepts the different kodos.
And you look at this damn weather.
I like
you don't like the foggy? Hey man, we're doing a show outside, and then you're gonna sit there and complain about the weather.
Hey, listen, I moved out of a town because of the fog in the damn town. I'm sorry. I ain't living in a place like that. That's right.
Imagine
I had
that
a pristine lot.
It just cleared up.
Right.
Imagine that. How quickly.
Gods. Thank you, Shroud Gods.
Right? Yes, Shroud Gods cleared it up. Yes, thank you, List.
Thank you, Gict.
Yes. Now bring back the fog. Because listen, don't appease Laz. Tell him to suck it up, and if he wants no fog, he can do it indoors, and then he'll try to pan the camera around and just bitch and bitch and bitch.
Sales real quick. Gotta go restock.
Yeah, you're gonna go restock some stuff while you're trying to figure out what's going on. Yeah, I mean, if you want to make that suggestion that they go ahead and remove that vendor and just make everything the gold Kodo vendor, go ahead and do it.
That's my point. Does that make sense? That's what I want to find out from people. I mean, does it make sense to keep that guy in game? Does it make sense to just eliminate that guy altogether and be done with it?
You know what?
I'm trying to find
How
out.
will I buy my potions if I don't have that guy?
You would be able to buy them with regular Kodos.
Just gold Kodos. So the only Kodo currency becomes the gold.
That's
gold Kodos.
That whole system was invented, as I remember, because they didn't want to have the appearance of a cash purchase to boost your skill.
Well, that and the other Kodos also drop in game.
Well, true.
So,
You're telling me that all the other vendors take those Kodos, so now it's time to eliminate that middleman, is all I'm saying. Yeah. But
how about this?
Leave it alone. Hey, look at that. Ask and you shall receive. You.
How about this? Leave it alone and let's move on.
Yeah.
It's not really hurting anybody.
No, it's not. This is...
when was the last time you tried to buy 200 potions and you had to go through that rigmarole? Tell me. Yeah, thank you.
Why would I buy 200 potions?
Yeah, why would I buy potions?
Yeah.
I don't have 50 million vendors spread across the world trying to sell potions.
That's not my problem.
I need to talk to Mom about getting some reagents from her. I need I need Mandrake and Nightshade ASAP.
Oh, hello there.
And Black Pearl.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's a fluffy bunny on the set. It's a fluffy bunny.
Fluffy bunny out here.
Yeah. And Fruck took it in the face from it, and then it died. Yes.
I'll tell you, you gotta watch out walking around in the fog out here. You just never know what's gonna pop.
You don't. Yeah. I mean, well, I believe Stephen King wrote a book about that.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. Do you remember the movie?
I don't remember
watching the
movie, but I remember the book.
The movie was awesome.
I can't even remember which movie that was. So.
The Fog.
The Fog, yeah. The book was better.
I prefer the
yeah. Dragons and Reapers love to do battle with each other. And Lily's scratching up my papers that are on the ground right now. As she, I guess she sees a dog right now because she's like crouched down and like swishing the tail back and forth. It's like I'm about to like go hide.
She's like, I'm about to pounce.
Yeah, I'm about to pounce into hiding is what she's going to do. She's not going to pounce on the dog. She's afraid of the dog. Okay, so we do have stand-up corner for everybody.
We do.
And then we also have other weird things. Chris's daily blog, as well as unanswered questions.
Chris got some surprises for us. And,
lies.
Oh, lies. We're all going to die.
Yes. So
you will eventually.
We do have.
That's right. We're not lying to you.
Yeah.
One way or the other, we're all gonna die.
We're all gonna die, especially in this game.
That's right. Before we become worm food. But
well, yes, no. If you manage to hold on for about 4 billion years, the sun will expand and engulf this planet in fusion.
Possibly.
Theoretically.
By then, I'm going to shoot something into it to stop that action.
He's going to coat himself in coconut oil.
I'm going to coat myself in coconut oil and go on from there. You love that picture, didn't you? And thank you, Gixie. Don't forget, stand-up corners where the devs say, hey, I worked on this yesterday. I'm working on this today. Something random gets written down, eventually gets posted to the interwebs, and we get to interpret it.
That's right. Yeah. Starr bringing us to stand-up corner yesterday.
Yeah. And over in the art department, Bob the Builder.
That funny Bob.
Was working on the haunted ship galleon player home. It's now haunted. I wonder if it is actually going to have ghosts in it. That would be cool.
I was going to say, does it come?
It comes with pre-populated with ghosts.
I'm not interested.
Yeah. Well, essentially, it's the head is gonna have some weird moaning sounds coming from it because Led Zepp was there. Damon.
Yeah. Hold it.
Working on fireworks.
Fireworks. Like we need more fireworks.
Well,
more
maybe
fireworks.
You have to remember, Damon is visual effects, so updating those visual effects for the fireworks, maybe making them look cooler,
Bigger,
bigger,
awesome.
Badder. Yes, and
that's right.
Then somebody sending me weird, strange messages on Facebook Messenger.
Well, they know they got you.
Yeah, the captive audience during the show. We're gonna make things go ding, 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 ding.
That's right. If you want to watch Jack go ding, send them a PM.
Yeah. Either text me or Facebook Messenger. Don't forget that's Jack Cynicist on Facebook. Then we had Fletcher working on bugs.
Who's still on Facebook?
And the new machine setup.
New machine.
Yeah. The Ugly Fist.
Chris was doing that.
Well, then he's got to like move all the icons around, and you know how that is. That sometimes takes a while.
Chris just slaps the machines together, then he gives it off to somebody else to do the software installs, and says, "You take care of the 20-hour job." There you go.
Yeah, you gotta install that Windows.
You install Windows. I built it. You install Windows.
Yeah. The Ugly Fist working on female NPC faces.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
They need a lot of love.
What's really funny is like last time I was in the office, it's like it goes all the way fat.
Justice.
Yeah.
Do them loads of justice, Kevin, please.
Oh yeah. He was making some very homely women the last time I was in the office.
You know, I mean, I can understand giving them a little character, but make them a little bit more.
Well, if you're looking for
look at them every day.
I really don't pay attention to NPC faces at all. So yeah. Mostly because my camera's panned so far out that you can't really see it unless you're doing something weird.
I'm usually sitting right next to my NPCs, so
you're staring at their butts, aren't you?
You're
like
one or the other.
You're like looking at the finer features. And
either I'm sitting there looking at their butts from behind them, or I'm standing there looking at the boobs from in front of them. One way or the other.
What are you doing over there, lass? What's your hand doing underneath there?
My hand's right in.
The almighty Gix Vargach.
And now it's much faster. It would be
is working on yoga emotes. It would be much faster. Reed working on bathtubs because you know what? We need a bathtub.
Amen. That's right.
Bathtubs and showers, man. Bathtubs and showers.
Toilets, and the Deco Divas do great jobs making.
Oh yeah.
Makeshift showers and stuff like that, but it's about time we had the real thing. Absolutely.
Yeah. And then over in design, Beezus.
The Beesinator.
Still working on those offline drop rates. So if you play the offline mode, that drop rate is going to be improved significantly. And then
it doesn't say that. It just says he's working on the drop rate. Maybe it's too good on the offline version.
No, not good enough.
Good on the online version.
That. Never good enough. Then Seawolf. Working out in Eastmarch, a world building. Then Damien. Not being a nice guy as he pulls out his Trojan duck quest.
Trojan duck.
Trojan duck quest.
I'm really curious.
That might be a pretty damn big duck.
Well,
that's what I'm thinking.
It's not the Trojan horse; it's the Trojan duck.
The Trojan duck.
Yes.
I gotta see this one. Are we gonna have a Trojan duck house?
Yeah. Yep.
Trojan duck on wheels.
Then
I want a little pull toy duck. How about that? We get a little...
you might be able to get that as well. I mean, you will need this. You will need this. They can just scale that down quickly. It's so. And Dan the Man.
And the Man British.
Working on Eastmarch NPCs and puzzle. Whereas Sanyo is working on a new fawn out in Yonaford.
Just one?
Just one. And fixing the Lost Veil. And then working on the Siege quest. Lum the Mad, doing the same thing he's been doing for the last 4 years, trying to figure out all the bugs in the quests and fixing them, especially after people report them. Sorcerer Steve, working on Tenebrous Harbor traps and spawning. The Energy Vortex, working out on Pinmoir Island puzzles, treasure maps, and spawning.
Yeah, I love saying that. Pinmoir.
You know what I love even more? Treasure maps. Yeah. Over in tech, we have Eric working on the Pet Companion combat logs. Bugs. Not logs. Yeah.
Bug.
JY. Still trying to find a group. He's looking for a group. Whereas the guy in the next room over, Wizard Smoke, also LFG. And he's ordering of stats in tooltips. Yay. The Deathbringer, one and only.
Getting them all nice and pretty and lined up for everybody.
Well, I think it's going to be this stat is more important, and so it's going to go first, and not just like consistently strength, dex, int.
I'm a better stat, so I go first.
You're a better what?
I'm a better stat than you are, so I go first.
Yeah, that's right. Priorities, man. Priorities. The Deathbringer, one and only. Bugs. The Rock. He's working on bugs. And that Twitch widget. That's on the main page. Let's see if I made it there yet. Hold on. Refresh.
Yeah, I didn't see. Well, no, I hadn't. Well,
I'm not there. It's like, WTF, man. Why am I not there? Why? Your middle name is Technical Difficulties, so mine should be there.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah. Someone go kick.
But I can fill out a form like a mofo, man.
Hey, man, I sent that in, and then they responded, "Thank you," and
has taxes done on time. Has to ask for an extension because he can't find information.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about.
Complete. I don't know.
What income? that's the big thing.
That's right. I haven't had to fill out taxes since 2007.
Yeah.
You still got to fill them out. You're still supposed to file, Spip.
Yep.
Even if you don't make nothing, you got to tell them you made nothing.
Yep. Tasla working on Travian Black Sun support and stats database and partner API and fraud. He's committed.
Fraud.
Yes.
Fraud.
That's right. Over in Studio Services, Andrea working on bug forms and sanity testing and regressing. She's going back in time. Barrick not updating my Twitch feed on the main page because I don't know why he's not doing that. That's
The Rock, man. That's not Barrick.
No, that's Barrick. Barrick and Saris are the ones that said, "Hey, send us your info." So that's a Barrick thing.
Oh well.
Yeah, that's not a Rock thing. That's a Barrick thing.
Rock is a Barrick thing. So I'm assuming that's why it's not there.
Yeah. Hey, we both need them there. Working on the weekend forums catch up, social posts, live stream program, and live stream program and release 53 store prep. Serafina working on customer support and Instacart. Yep. Over in Useless Overhead, we do have the Dippy Bird working on the weekly leads meeting and setting up new machines and stun fixes and virtue effects. Maybe we'll read something about that in a little bit. Whereas Gorn, working on the weekly leads meeting, physical goods bid the sign-off. And I believe it might be Amazon that's going to be packing and shipping everything. Maybe.
You think?
Maybe. Quite possibly. Hutch working on the weekly leads meeting. Bugs. Fletcher's new machine setup support. And asset optimization. I love it when they optimize those ads.
That's right. Gotta love that.
Yeah. Sasha working on the weekly leads meeting, taxes, investor relations, and metrics. And Stefan working on the marketing and legal topics. And that's what our devs were working on. And imagine that. Cool. It's nice and foggy outside. Woohoo.
Again, that's what I was saying. Asking you shall receive. It came back like
that's right. And I like the Reaper that's just on the edge of my screen as it's like reaching out.
I did not see that.
Yeah, it's like right in the edge of my screen. So it's very passive Reaper. His name is Gary.
Gary the Reaper?
Yeah, summoned pet dances would be Gix if he ever gets that Jira.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Spiff, you should know that.
Yeah, it's you act like you never pay attention to our show.
Right in front of him.
What's that?
You think I said it right here in front of him?
Yeah, well, he never answers. He just sits there playing with his monkey.
Yeah. And he did ask Starr, and he'll get back to you if he says yes.
Look at that, see?
Yep. So Starr has to put it on the task list of, hey, Gix, go work on this. Otherwise, nothing happens.
Not on the list. They can't work on it. Well, they can. They just gotta work on it on their own time. But
hey, I paid my $15.
$15.
He bought the game on a Steam Super Sale.
No, I paid for pet dances.
Oh.
Oh yeah, true. Okay, I give you that. I
want
all my pets to dance.
That's right.
They really undervalue you out there, Gix. $15.
I know, for all that time and effort. Yeah. I mean, so reading those great things, but the Freakonomics, especially that second book, when you're whoring yourself out, it's better not to reduce your prices if you want more clients. It's actually better to raise your prices, because that gives the impression to other people that you are worth the money.
You're worth it.
So if you want more clients and a higher caliber of clients, you can book yourself out. I mean, hey man,
VJ worth more.
I just turn around and listen to those guys at Freakonomics, because you know what, they're the economists. They're the ones that actually study this stuff. And during certain holidays around parks, the non-professional prostitutes come out.
Special?
Yeah, so you go to a park, you offer some attractive person some cash, then you step into the bathroom, and yep, those things happen. I don't know.
The magic happens.
Yeah, they let the magic happen, and I don't know how the Freakonomics guys found this stuff out, but they did. So, although it is in the book.
Moving right along. How we got derailed that way?
I don't know. I don't know. I think it had something to do with Gix's prices, $15.
It's all Gix's fault,
Yeah.
But Chris got a little out there for you. It's a little bit intriguing finding out what he's telling us here, and makes me curious. I don't know about you.
You're ready to talk about Virtue Gear?
Virtue.
And he can't get into too much detail because of spoilers, but I'm going to give you all the details anyways.
Alert.
Okay, here is what he can tell you. There is an There is an upper and lower cap to Virtue for bonus math. So stealing a billion times isn't going to make your negative Virtue gear crazy over the top powerful. Some gear is beneficial to positive Virtue players only. Some gear is beneficial to negative Virtue players only. And some gear has a sliding scale where a positive Virtue gives this and negative Virtue gives that. And to look at a well-known example, the Shroud of the Avatar now has 6 stats that it grants. 3 are beneficial. 3 are beneficial when Virtue is positive, and 3 are beneficial when Virtue is negative. This was a hard one to design and still not 100% satisfied with it because he knows there are going to be some players that feel the negative effects are more powerful or beneficial, and maybe they are. At Richard's request, he kept them as close to the virtue and anti-virtue core ideas as possible. For instance,
so what do you get when you're gray? That's damn hard to do.
You get nothing. It's not hard to do.
Do it all the time.
Yeah, I did it. Yeah, easily.
And for how long?
As long as you don't do
as long as you're
anything
wearing
like
it.
Introduce yourself or do anything to change your virtue.
Yeah.
You know, we sit on a lot all day, so when we
my virtue's not changing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not changing. That's right.
So, and
actually mine has changed because the line fine, I've actually been out there and I've said hello to a couple NPCs.
well, I did some quests, so I didn't say hello to NPCs. I did some quests, so I believe mine is better. Yeah.
You know.
So at Richard's request for this stuff, he kept them as close to the virtue and anti-virtue cores idea as possible. For instance, love positive gives a dex bonus, but love negative gives an aggro generation boost.
And now we know why I'm always the first one to get picked on.
Because everybody hates you?
I for some reason, we know the reason. I do not follow the path of love, so.
Well, I try to spread my love, but no one really wants it, so I have to self-spread.
Yeah, so.
Yeah.
Spreading self-love, a beautiful thing as well.
Yeah. So, now, are you ready to change
Sure. What do we
He's taking on a
what do we
pass on skills that are considered crowd control, and just got started with the audit. So all that hate generation and those skills, as well as knockdown and stun, they weren't properly applying or testing the crowd control resistance. Shroud math.
That's right.
Shroud math might.
All Shroud math.
Shroud math may have been in there as temporary placeholders. May have been in there as temporary placeholders. Maybe. Just maybe.
Maybe not.
Maybe. We'll see.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
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 That's right. They moving right
Yeah.
on.
Maybe, baby.
I'm just sitting here watching this Reaper just move back and forth and do his thing out over here.
Yeah.
Get up and try to squeeze a few boards out of it.
Well, the Reaper is really trying to work the camera, but he can't reach down, so that's what it's doing.
Like, can't we just all get along? Just need a job, man. You guys keep coming burning down my forest.
Yep.
Like, keep getting orders for those 4-story greenhouses.
Excellent. I placed my 4-story greenhouse that you built for me out in the town of New Britannia Market. So if you want to see that, you can go visit the NB&N shop and buy some teleports and recall scrolls in New Britannia Market at the shop.
Yes, actually, I've been out shopping and I've seen some stupid prices. I mean, I've seen these guys out in 15,000 for these crafted houses, and I'm going, they can't be making any money on
No,
this.
I'm sorry to say, but time is money, and if you're going to invest the time into crafting something for somebody and gathering those resources, you might as well start charging your time. It's like, find a value, and it's like, okay, this is the raw material cost, but I'm going to go ahead and charge for my time and effort and my expertise.
Absolutely.
You could go out and do this on your own for cheaper, but I'm the one that leveled up the skill up to Grandmaster status. So if you're not...
You have to be GM in order to craft most of those houses, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Yeah, that's a...
The Reaper's just saying hi. He's like putting his hand in front of the camera.
Hi. We're just here to watch Lunch and Lass and Jack, man. We're Reaper, you guys.
Yep. So
what would happen if I broke out my cowbell? Would the Reaper freak out?
maybe. Why don't you break it out and play Don't Fear the Reaper and see what happens? Yeah. And Spiff, you did see that Gix did ask you a question in game.
No, I have a hard time.
Oh, okay.
The magnifying glass.
Okay, he wants to know what are all the it's the summoned pets are the elementals, liches, skeletons, and demon. And don't forget, if you do for the
Water
skeletons,
fire elemental, skeleton.
yeah. Well, it's not just the melee skeleton, not just that one, but you also have the magic user if you.
I can set that up.
Yeah. So
It takes me a minute to get my death deck out.
yeah, but
He wants a list of all those.
The 4 elementals.
Some reason. So
4 elementals,
Get
2 skeletons, and lich and the chaos demon.
That's about it.
Yeah, and don't forget on Monday, if you have access to the QA server, which is everybody, you do need to log on at 3 p.m. Central Time for some stress testing for at least 45 minutes and go to the town and help
That's right.
help
Chance
Starr.
to get a whole week of double experience.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
These folks.
Yes,
Don't miss it.
please do that.
We'll be telling you about it. We'll
Yeah.
be looking for it. There he goes.
Yeah.
He's now summoning all those creatures.
And don't forget Gixie. Oh, we forgot the Phoenix.
The Phoenix.
Oh,
There
We
you
forgot
go.
the Phoenix. Yes.
The
So
fire chicken.
and don't forget if you juxtapose that skeleton, you can turn it into the mage skeleton.
The
Yes,
wizard.
yes, you can.
Yeah, so don't forget that one. Let's see. What was I looking for? General discussion, and then I was looking for question and answers. I believe.
Yeah, we got some questions. We got time
Yeah,
to do some
I got to figure out where
Go
those
ahead.
missed questions are at. Where are those at?
Where are this question?
I mean,
How about
because
I Google it?
this stuff is so easy to find.
Eh.
Found it. It's in announcements this time. And
Always in announcements.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah,
You positive? I don't think.
it's an announcement.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But
What am I looking for?
last
That button.
Friday, not this Friday, the past Friday, we had the Release 52 Postmortem Telethon.
The monthly live stream. Monthly live stream.
Whatever the hell are we calling it these days? That's right. Well, see, we have a weekly live stream, so I guess it's the monthly. It's that time of the month live stream. I don't know.
It is something. We don't know what it's called. They don't know what it's called. It's gonna change.
We don't know.
Yeah. Then we do have questions and answers. So if you didn't have your question answered during this stream, they sit there, compile a lot of them, and we'll sit there and ask things. So you ready for Star-Lord's question?
Of course.
Will European/Travian players be able to participate in the funding flash sales and prizes? Starr says, well, they track all funds, regardless of their origin, when they do stretch goals. So if you purchase from the Black Sun or Travian site, your purchase counts towards the stretch goal and makes you eligible for the rewards. Additionally, they are going to make it so that in the future, these sales are synced, and they are even considering having the be longer than just the duration of the live stream.
12 hours. 12 hours.
Yeah. Derek Vizard wants to know, can we get Atos to sing or read a poem at the Release 52 live stream in his best falsetto? No! Next question.
Next question. Nothing to see here. Moving on.
Not gonna do it. Oplek wants to know, was the most surprising aspect of launch day to you? Starr says how smooth it was and how much it felt like just another monthly release.
Look at that, Spiffy.
Wait, what are we looking at? What?
Oh, I see the piano.
Right there. Spiff, you'll be told that this request is set up for
Release
R54.
54,
Your
yes.
$15 shall be worth it, good sir. Summon elemental pets will finally dance. Thank you, Guardian Spiff.
Oh, thanks, Gix. I really appreciate it.
Answer it. And will they rub the dice? I mean, roll the dice. Yeah.
I don't even want to think what you got on your brain.
I don't know. Well, you have to occasionally rub the dice to make sure they're highly polished.
I thought you blew on the dice.
Well, you do that. You do that too to remove the dust. You blow the dice, you rub the dice, and you polish the dice. All of those things.
From the blow on the dice.
Yeah, I mean,
they almost swallowed them.
That dice bag is needs some attention. So, but Oplex wants to know, now that Kodo prices are high, do you expect the Kodo drop rates will increase? Chris said they actually doubled the drop rate just before launch, and he's keeping an eye on it. I don't believe the price would be affected much unless they had 10 times more of a drop. The price is still fluctuating a lot with more players coming in. I'll keep an eye on it, but the current trend is actually downward after a slow climb for weeks leading up to release. He suspects that this is due to a lot of new crowns in the game from Kickstarter backers who waited until now to play.
Had loads of Kodos sitting in that bank box, just stockpiled.
Yeah, I've
still got loads of Kodos sitting in a bank box.
I've got loads of Kodos waiting as well.
I got a bunch of. No, man, I got people selling them to me all the time, so
yeah,
never without. That's right. Got a half a million to buy orders on several vendors out there. That's $500,000 on each vendor. So go sell me your Kodos.
Yep. The Lace Demonian wants to know, what are your thoughts on dexterity possibly decreasing fizzle or fizzle chance while moving? Chris's response. I could see Dex countering some of the fizzle from armor, maybe, or reducing the armor multiplier. That is the thing that makes it harder to cast spells on the left half of the tree in heavy armor. We'll think on it. The answer is probably going to be no. Because you really want to reduce people using that armor, and you already have a skill tree dedicated to that under focus.
I really didn't realize that movement had much of an effect. If you had your penalty was what it was, and if you were moving, it really didn't make a difference as far as Now, is there a higher penalty? Because I've got cast while moving unchecked so that I can cast while I'm moving.
Right. So can I.
You can already cast while moving. It's kind of silly. I mean, and
really, time you cast, your character plants his feet, brother. Don't go there.
Yeah,
you try and move. Yeah, you check that.
That really shouldn't come into play, just because that's going to make it's like overpowered builds even more overpowered. Baragon wants to know, does the backstab skill in the subterfuge tree work with ranged weapons? Yes! It does. Now,
not to mention, not only does it work with ranged weapons, it works while I was casting Dash the other night. I actually gained a point of backstab.
Excellent.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Andrew Silverstone wants to know, can you please add a mechanic in offline game to spawn a champion mob after a few successful area cleanups? All mobs killed and area reset. Interesting idea. Maybe. We'll think about it. Lorraine wants to know, can we please stop auto attack from aggroing a new target that isn't attacking us? Chris said, this is a tough one because some want to just keep shooting as long as there are targets, and others want to manually select every target. I've got a Jira to look into this already, though, and I'll see if there's anything they can do.
It's been an ongoing battle.
Hey, man.
And it's not going to change.
At least auto attack no longer kills rabbits.
Poor rabbits.
I know, the rabbit decimation was real.
Rabbit stew, man.
Yeah.
Rabbit stew. I love rabbit stew.
Oh, try the squirrels.
I haven't tried the squirrel kebabs yet.
I don't skin either one of them whenever I kill them. So.
Oh man, I take it all, man.
That's right, man. I got people asking me for squirrels too.
Well,
take everything. Everything is worth gold.
So when are we going to start getting into the cat and dog stew?
Well, when they give us cannibalism.
Well, that's going to be tomorrow. And what's the biggest thing coming for PvP this year? Performance improvement. This is a non-answer. Part of a non-answer. Performance improvements. But castle sieges and higher resource yields in PvP zones, groups of groups, and guild warfare polish.
Recluse Kettle has got the comment out there, and he's saying on the auto attack. Now, Recluse, you got to understand that back in the day, it would shoot at anything, period, that was in range. This is probably on your settings of auto attack right now to either select the next target or not. Or, if you're out there in auto attack and that's in
order to auto attack a rabbit, for me, I actually have to target it. And as soon as I target it, it will slay it. But if I'm just running around in combat mode, it doesn't auto attack the squirrel. Or
again, what we're referring to is you'd just be running down the road, and your tune would just automatically pick off anything that moved, including rabbits and squirrels along the side of the road, even though you were targeting them. Now, you don't tell us whether you were shooting something else and the rabbit crossed your path, or you were just running down the road and you automatically shot at a rabbit.
Also, do not run through town with emoliation on. You will set fire to everything you pass.
They need to bring that back.
Pigs. Burn it all down.
Burn it all. Hey, it's been a while since anybody killed a vendor. That was funny.
It's been a while since.
Do you remember when all the vendors were killed?
Massacred. I was just gonna say, it's been a while since I've seen a whole town of vendors massacred.
Yeah, that was entertaining because it's like you couldn't do anything because the vendors were all dead.
All right, one more before we wrap this up. We gotta move on.
Chris said what Starr said, plus balance improvements and more counter options. Yeah.
And this next one, I gotta love it, because I think we all knew this. I'm surprised that they didn't find this one out themselves.
I don't know. What, balance or what? Can we please kill Watchers? If so, can we kill Watchers to lower our virtue on one of Black Shroud? They're already killable.
Yes, they are already killable.
Like I said, did you even try?
To
kill one?
In
fact, if you want to see something funny, get a tame chicken and
I was gonna say, Spiff, tell him.
Tame chicken kill Watchers.
Yes, and it will.
Okay, that's pretty damn funny.
Chicken and make it attack the Watchers and watch. We should have some chicken Watcher fights out in Sultan tonight, just for giggles and grins.
That is really funny.
I got a couple ducks I'd like to see how they do.
Yeah, go tame your duck and sick it on the thing.
That's right.
Then
now. While I'm doing this real quick, I forgot that I want to look at this as well real quick. So give me a second, because I forgot I wanted to bring this up. So
killing me.
Yeah, I know. Because I just put this up yesterday. I forgot, and I don't know how we ever missed this. I ever missed this.
I don't know. I'm waiting for you to post something.
Yeah, I'm getting there. So I'm so used to doing it the normal way that I didn't have this one prepped, but there you go.
Okay. What am I looking at?
The link I just gave you.
I know, but what am I looking at?
NBNN Shroud in the Avatar app, available on the Google Play Store, the Apple iTunes Store, or the Amazon App Store. I thought I had put this in the forum. folks, apparently was not out there. So for those of you browsing the forums and looking for all this stuff, the app is now posted.
You know what you forgot is the Google. Oh wait, never mind. The Google one's first. I scrolled down a little bit and saw it.
Yeah. All you got to do is click on the buttons, and it'll bring you to the appropriate store, so you don't have to go looking for it. Of course, again, we've been around for. It was originally released back in 2016. So back in the day, we were playing around with this, and it's updated on a regular basis. Matter of fact, it's updated daily with news from inside Shroud of the Avatar and beyond. We got at the end daily Britannian. We've got the forums, we've got the podcasts, we've got all sorts of other great stuff. You can shop the marketplace, all sorts of other good stuff, including the NBN and Shroud of the Avatar community calendar. Brought to you by Hometown Hero.
Yep. Okay, let's see. That's right. Where are you going? Where'd you go?
I'm sitting on the calendar, waiting for the calendar.
Calendar? What's that thing, man? Because I'm lost. I was looking at my phone trying to
I know that.
Okay, so community calendar on
gold, Jack.
Community calendars on nbn.info. Just click on the calendar button. Remember that it is an aggregate of all of the available Google Play calendars related to Shroud of the Avatar. And if you have a Google public calendar, or if you want to add events to the Shroud community calendar, you need to email that guy, news@nbn.info, with all the pertinent information. He'll do something with it eventually, and then I may or may not read it out ever again. All times on Central Time in the real world, but we prefer to refer to it as Nude Britannia time. Monday through Friday, whenever we feel like doing it, there's a show on Radio Free Britannia called Lunch
RFB
with us.
Round the clock.
Yep. 7 p.m. this evening on Radio Free Britannia is the 70s at 7. At 8 p.m. on the Ether Amplifier station Radio Free Britannia. You need to tune in to have your ear holes probed by the doctor. DJ Eclipse Maiden's taking over the airways with Unmedicated Schizophrenia Part 1. And in-game, while you're getting your ear holes probed, you might need a drink, and the best way to get that is to show up to Striker Sparhawk's Happy Hour, because it's Laz's favorite event of the week, because it's also known as
in Sparhawk's Gold, and drink on his coin.
That is right. And the final
swing your decorative beer around.
That's right. That too. Final event of the evening.
Fills my glass all night for free. I don't care. I'm having a good time.
Final event of the evenings on Radio Free Britannia, and that is the Record Room. And that's our community calendar for this Wednesday, April 18th, in Shroud of the Avatar.
Shroud of the Avatar.
And Lily, what are you doing? Stop trying to eat my trash can.
That's right. Don't forget, you got community events going on out there. You can contact me. I can give you access to the Shroud community calendar if you're looking to post several events, so you can have your own calendar made and I can edit. And every once in a while, give me the information and I'll get it on in there for you. So if you got anything you need out there, you're having an event, let's get it on the calendar and read it out for you. But of course, don't forget that you're watching NBN News here. Inside Shroud of the Avatar, Jack and I bring you the latest in news and happenings 5 days a week right here inside the game. With the Lily Weekend. Don't forget, you can watch at nbnn.info, twitch.tv/Genesis, twitch.tv/NBNN News. Catch us in replays on the radio or on YouTube. We're everywhere, folks. You can catch us on the app if you missed us and you're hanging out at work. app on your phone. Bypass that firewall altogether and take us with you on the road. I tell you, I love this shit. If you want to become a support, links in any of the above mentioned websites, and you can become a patron by going to patreon.com/NBNN. Even better, you guys got Amazon Prime. Go out to Twitch and use that Amazon Prime monthly sub. We appreciate it. Don't cost you except a couple seconds of your time. No. You can put it on either one of us. Helps either way.
Helps one of us.
We do appreciate it. That's right. You buy Jack another Diet Dr. Pepper. You buy me another Pepsi. Keep us happy. Give me some vape juice. All sorts of greats. Theory Fund. Become a supporter today and play for a cause. Thanks to you guys out there in the community, the ripple effect raised almost $1,000, helped 1,200 plus people getting the water that they need because they don't have any. And of course, you guys are there. Go to airyfund.org, see what the latest is going on. SodaCon Austin 2018 tickets are in full swing and on sale. If you're looking to get on down to Austin, hang out with the developers and a bunch of your Shroudy friends, meet the people behind the tunes. Shrouded Avatars, SodaCon is the place to be. Of course, we're going to be doing it again at the Renaissance Hotel this year, and it's going to be a really, really great event. I can tell you that the stuff is coming together. There's all sorts of stuff. We might even have costume rentals on site for you folks. We got to find out the details, but we're looking to bring you guys everything we can with SodaCon. SodaConAustin.org for more information. Hometown Hero, hometownhero.com. Go guys out there, local Austin vape juice manufacturers. They make them in small custom batches. They support the local artists there and who do a lot of their artwork. And of course, they support the local vets by donating 1% of their sales to disabled vets as well. You want to save while you're buying some juice? Use the promo code NBNN. You'll save 20% off your purchase at hometownhero.com. Coil more wands, putting the magic in your hands. If you want custom wands or staves, Arius Coilmore is the guy to see. Scrota's music bard. Hire Scrota. He'll come play your event or play for buffs or whatever it is. Check him out. BMC wants you to come check out Market Road over in Black Rock Cove for all your crafting needs. Located in the Quell region next to the town of Exeter. RelicsByRill.com for all your licensed Shrouded Avatar swag. Save 10% when you check out at RelicsByRill.com using the promo code NBNN. ShroudMarketplace.com. I got to put an NBNM promo code out there for some special discount. For all your virtual vendable needs right here inside Shrouded Avatar. And Jack's got to tell you all about it.
Yeah, Shroud Marketplace is the place to go buy or sell anything Shroud of the Avatar related. If you're anything, and every single one of those shops, there's over 100 different players registered as vendors. Each vendor is responsible for setting their own prices and maintaining their own inventory. So you know what? It's like you add that item to the shopping cart. You check out, they get paid, they get an email, they get to deliver everything, and the marketplace takes a small commission, as well as PayPal takes a small commission. And then from there, it's like you get to rate the transaction, what happened, what didn't, and it's like good to go. I mean, every single
you get paid.
Yeah,
wait for your money. You ain't gotta wait for somebody else to handle it.
It is not a brokering service. Yeah,
like that.
And
right.
You can get accounts to Game Gold, Crowns of the Obsidian, all the way to services, anything and everything game related. I sell my stuff there. Laz sells stuff there. A bunch of people sell stuff there. It's like you're looking for that Release 50 Mardi Gras bundle. You can find that out there. You can find Release 49. You can find stuff all the way going back to Release 5 and 6, like that white rabbit.
Bundle.
Yeah. I just sold something. I'm waiting for an e-check to clear. So
I was gonna say
2015 Grim Reaper mask I just sold. Yeah.
Bundle up here is I sold one of these yesterday, and there are more stock. This includes a whole bunch of stuff: the fence, the cloak, the iron mask, all sorts of great stuff, all bundled into a package.
Oh, and by the way, there are craftable versions of those beautiful Mardi Gras things.
And excellent. That's okay. We're not talking about that.
Yeah. If you want to start selling your stuff, register an account. Then on the left-hand side, click on vendor registration. You can put anything game-related that's not an exploit.
Rares.
So,
that's right.
That's right. ShroudMarketplace.com, best place to go buy or sell anything Shroud of the Avatar related. And you know what time it is, Lass?
I do know what time it is. It's time for us to roll on out of here today and get on with the day. It's time for us to do that thing we do and tell you guys how much we love you.
That's right.
It's time for me to take
we love you a long time.
Woohoo!
Well, what's the damn problem?
What's the damn
You're
problem?
late.
We're out of here.
Yeah.
I've been working on
Thanks for tuning in to NBNN. We'll be back with more news, sports, entertainment, crazy, wild happenings, the latest hijinks and shenanigans right here on NBNN. Till then, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN. Duke Ezekiel Cooper's late for the party. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you all tomorrow.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Snug Harbor.
Damn, I'm going to cry.